Hey, good morning, traders. I try to have a bias and try to get into some ideas of what I'm looking at going into today's session. And one main theme that I'm thinking in the back of my head coming into today, if the reaction wasn't really negative on NVDA out of the gate, is how many traders hedged themselves using SPX puts, SPY puts. That was a big trade that's been driving price action going into this big, massive NVIDIA event that we just finished. So I would be concerned. I am concerned that we might actually get a short squeeze to the upside today, as there's no big impetus to add puts at this point. The event's behind us, so uh, if nothing else, it's there. Just be mindful of that. I mean, data itself wasn't that bad. So they can easily support the situation. So uh, just be mindful of that. So some things I look at early in the morning. What I do, I'll just go up into this here. We're currently trading at 122. See that green line right there? That represents the 2-week anchored VWAP, and that's the 20 SMA. So we're right at we're still below the 20 SMA to kick off the session. So heads up on that. So that is a big driving force. So basically below the 20 to kick off the session post earnings. I would have to start thinking that uh, the pre-market pop is likely to fail below that 20. Okay, so just be mindful of that. You have to think that this pre-market pops is more likely to fail until you get back over that 20. So heads up on that. Okay. Other things I'm looking at, just scrolling down here, uh, you're getting negative impact on all the semiconductor ETFs. PDD got some China internet. They're still doing a relief rally here on PDD. That's one of our China names. It's just gotten decimated. But hey, look at this, man. It got hit again yesterday. They're trying to pop it a little bit early on this morning. Just utterly decimated on that one. I was also going down through here, so I'll do the main ETS in a minute. But Tesla, we have actually broken the August anchored VWAP. And if you zoom in on this, I put a little line right where that anchored VWAP is. If you zoom in on this, you see what we're doing here. We're actually back testing the break of that August anchored VWAP. So basically, at this level, it's still a short. But if we come in breaking above that, then it actually turns to a possible long play uh, above this anchored VWAP. Okay, but yeah, so let's heads up on that. Keep an eye on this for today's session. But technically, right now, it is still short. Um, let's see, the automotive, I have to stay on. For the anchored VWAPs, you have to look at them on the daily first. Yeah, Lee Automotive got decimated yesterday. Taiwan Semiconductors, so yeah, 168. So we've lost our 2-week support on Taiwan Semiconductors, suggesting a downside bias. Heads up on that. Intel just looks ugly, just an absolute ugly chart on Intel. Firms breaking out. Affirm, they had earnings last night, way up here in the $38 range. Broke the downtrend. It's really one of the strongest stocks out there this morning. What's that one there? That's the nope. Palantir. Uh, $30. It's really not moving anywhere. That's actually broke the 2-week momentum. You're below your 2-week, below your 20. Heads up on that. So what in that situation, you're looking for a possibly a cycle retest. So the next target would be down here at the August. So this is actually, in my opinion, a bearish chart. So heads up on that. Apple's on the charts. So heads up on that. Let's see what we got on Apple. Apple, we're still right at that 2-week support. We're at 229 this morning. That puts us up here. This is where Apple is. So this is a very bullish chart on Apple. Heads up on that. In today's session, we're not even to the expected move yet. So that gives us some room there. We got a $2 upside move into our expected move. And that's another thing I try to look for, is make sure we still, we're not running into resistance, gapping up into resistance early on in the session. This one here is broken. Okay, 94.10. So now you got Micron breaking August support. AMD still above August support, I think. 145. Yeah, you're still above your August support on AMD. Still not a broken chart. Dell still okay, 2-week support. Broadcom broke the 2-week support, still above the monthly. And this just gives me a quick rundown to see JD's a broken chart, bearish. Baba's a broken chart, both broke the August support. You're trading a falling knife there, so you don't even want to look to the upside on that one. It's a falling knife. Okay, it gives you some idea how I look at the markets. Okay, SMCI just got destroyed yesterday. Okay, KWeb just bad. So this is what I'm looking at. What's happening to the volume this morning? The things that are mostly popping up here are the ones that have lost the 2-week support. Heads up on that. So the stocks that I'm identifying here, most of them are below that 2-week support. So let's be mindful of that in today's session. 172. So we came right off the August support here on Amazon. Heads up on that. And we're getting down to really light volume down here. XLF yesterday, very bullish chart pattern. Yeah, very bullish chart pattern from yesterday. Some people are calling for it to be a potential top here for financials. So heads up on that. Doesn't look bad to me at all. So we have Microsoft down here, don't we? Light volume, but it's nope, lost 2-week support. Can't use that one. Okay, 410, 412. So we came right down, broke August support yesterday on Microsoft, and we're currently trading back above it. So the point is, the big boys, you're really not getting anything that's showing a lot of danger in the markets, with the exception of possibly Tesla. The mega caps, the ones that are breaking, Tesla was really the only one that looks like it's, but it was leading to the downside. So Tesla breaking that August anchored VWAP, that's not good. So, that's what I'm keeping in the back of my mind here. Now let's go through the main indices here. /ES. Okay, here we go. That's our 2-week anchored VWAP. Currently trading at 56.22. Okay, so we're right into the 2-week anchored VWAP and the 20 SMA. So we're trying to go bullish right here, right now. Okay. Now, if I go back down in the lower time frames, you can't use those anchored VWAPs; they're distorted. But we're right into that 20 SMA right here. Okay. So be mindful of that. We're right into our 20 SMA. Daily. Flash in Q. You zoom in here. Where's our 20 SMA at? You see our 20 SMA and our 2-week anchored VWAPs up here on the Qs. Go down to 30 minutes. Okay, so up here would be our major back test, and that would be a complete flip of a total completion of that down cycle right there. So be mindful of that. Seem to be coming right off of a major support. What is that on the daily? No. That's what I'm saying. That line gets distorted. If I go down to 30-minute, that's showing that we bounced right off support. So, uh, so I do want to point out here, you got to be really careful if you're short the markets because we are outside. We've been in a very strong uptrend. We're currently trading. We were trading outside into the closure, outside the expected move for the week. So the odds favored to sell. When we went into the close yesterday, the odds favored selling premium into the NVDA event because of what the markets were expecting. So, typically be very mindful of that situation. You're betting against uh, the probabilities by trying to short down here, in an outside move situation. It's more likely in this situation to, maintain where we're currently at the minimum, or possibly migrate back to neutral before the week's out, or possibly work all the way back to neutral for the week. So heads up on that. Okay, IWM, and then I'll close this off. Okay, guys. Uh, so that's our 2-week support. We came in here, bounced right off the 20 SMA yesterday on the IWM, and we're holding right there. Okay, guys. So literally bounced right off of it. Okay, and if you guys would have actually just had an order right there at the 20 SMA, you would have got paid pretty good yesterday on IWM. And diamonds are just straight up. And we got the breadth supporting the markets. So, we're above all of our averages still. So heads up on that. So my main takeaway today, what we have to be concerned about is a potential squeeze as since NVIDIA is over with and we have all this 300 million, um, uh, yeah, 300 billion dollars worth of uh, options and you know shorts in the S&Ps, all trading in regards to the NVIDIA event last night. Okay, thanks a lot. If you liked the video, like it, and please leave me your feedback below if you get a chance. And I will see you in the trading room.